Hey guys, we are finally back on trail. Had to go home for a family emergency. I had a family member pass away, so had to get off. We're back on trail now. Don't know how far we're gonna go. I mean, we're starting at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so don't think we're gonna get too far. But we're gonna see how far we can get. See if we can get 7 or 8 miles knocked out anyway. A little road crossing here. See if we can do a little bit of video while we're on trail. See what we can get for you guys. Of course, we got to take a second to acknowledge the trail. I've got somewhat of a tunnel to go into right here. Videoing a little later than we normally video. Normally by this time of day, we're just about looking for a place to stop. I think we're gonna go just a little bit later today. Tell you one thing that we have noticed is the weather has changed. It's like 87 degrees out here, and as you can tell by looking at the weeds, there's absolutely no wind, and it's extremely humid. I do want to give a big shout out to Richard. We were having all kinds of trouble. We made it back into Front Royal to turn in the rental car, and got it turned in. And with it being Memorial Day weekend, we called every shuttle driver that we had numbers for, and some more that other shuttle drivers gave us, and everybody was booked or out of town or on vacation, so we could not find a shuttle driver. Richard just happened to come by and offered a little trail magic to ask us if we needed a ride back to the trailhead, and what he meant was the trailhead there in Front Royal, and we told him, no, we're actually about 45 miles back. Told him where we were, and he went ahead and gave us a ride all the way back to the trailhead where we got off. So a big thank you to him, and wouldn't let us pay him. I did finally give him a little bit of money. Told him I'd buy him a beer anyway, but I tell you what, trail magic like that's hard to beat. I don't know for sure, but lightened up out here, so we may have a little bit of an overlook out here. We can see what's going on. Not right there anyway. Maybe not. We just got close to an edge, but you see about what the view is through the trees. You can't see much. Hopefully as we get on down in here, there'll be another place where we can look at it and see. Because even climbing up on those rocks, you wouldn't have been able to see anything for the trees. When I went home this weekend, my family got together and we went out to eat dinner one night. Went to a Mexican restaurant and had dinner one night. And I want to give a big shout out to the infamous Captain Kirk. He saw me in there trying to figure out if it was really me, because I wasn't supposed to be. He thought I was out on the trail. But anyway, Captain Kirk is one of my subscribers. He works where I used to work. And he came up and talked to me as I was up walking around. So I want to give him a big shout out. And all my friends back at Blues Creek Steam Station. Coming up to another road crossing. I think it's just Skyline Drive. We sort of weave in and out of that a lot. Yeah, there's an overlook back there. And right back into the woods we go. That's unusual. Usually when we pass a road, it always means we're going to be going uphill. We still have some more uphills to do though, so take it when we can get it. Had a lot of my subscribers ask me for gear reviews, what's working, what's not, and what's been good about the trail, what's been bad about the trail. And I plan on doing some stuff like that later on. I want to get further down the trail. Before I do that, I want to make sure that I'm putting everything through the ringers. But if you want to hear some of that, Bluegrass did videos on just those things while he was waiting on me to come back and get back on trail. So if you want to do it, go to his YouTube channel, Bluegrass on Trail. Look at what he's got in there. I think you'll hear some good insights of what is working for him and what's not working for him, what's good and bad. And when I do mine, you'll probably find there's a lot of similarities, but there's going to be some differences too. So, because I know I do some things a little different than he does. But anyways, go over and check it out, see what he's got. And like I said, I will be doing one later on. I'm not gonna be right now, but it'll be later on. Back when we first started on the trail, or anyway, when it was still cold, we'd heard about fires in the Shenandoahs and how it could impact our hike. And we're going through one of those areas right now. You see, it just is starting to grow back. But it's cleared out a lot of the underbrush. And again, these weren't intentional fires. You still see the ground is black there. So it hadn't been too long ago. These weren't intentional fires. These were unintentional, started by someone being careless, or it might have been started by lightning, but usually that time of year, it's usually someone being careless. Sorry about that. Root jumped up and grabbed me. But it's starting to grow back. Don't know about the trees. I don't know, there's some trees growing. So yeah, it's starting to grow back. Maybe a few years. And there's still some, even though the underbrush is burnt out, there's still some canopy that's got green on it. So maybe those trees weren't damaged too bad. Still got some flowers to walk through. So even all this burnout stuff still has some beauty to be seen. Got a little water crossing here tonight. Don't think we're going to get water here though. All right, folks, I was just gonna take this opportunity to show you where we're camping tonight. We missed the last campsite, thought there was something up further, didn't find it. So did see a note on there about a place you could pitch a tent 7/10 up the mile from where the wayside was. So we came on up here. Now I'll show you where this thing is and what it looks like. It's not the most level site in the world, but it's a place to pitch a tent. So had to turn and come back in here. And thank goodness for pine trees, because pine trees drop pine needles. And the pine needles kept the weeds out. And actually there was another gentleman in here already. So there are the three of us in the woods. Set up in the woods. Got our bear hanging already. We're a little close to the tent. But you got to take what you can get. You see how thick the weeds are through here. There's no way you're getting through there to hang anywhere else. So had to do what we could do. So this is home for tonight. We did about somewhere around 9 miles today. We didn't do a lot. We started at about 3 o'clock, so didn't get a lot of miles in. It's about almost 8 o'clock now. We've already eaten. Got the tents pitched. We're gonna crawl in just a little bit and finish setting everything up. We are at mile 954 right now. So we still got a few more miles to go. Anyway, this is it for the night. And we'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. I think they're calling for showers tomorrow afternoon, so we're gonna try to get many miles in as we can before those hit. And we're gonna keep heading north. So this is Bandit, and we'll see you tomorrow.